Well, hello and welcome, everybody. And also to those of you who are joining us and sharing dinner tonight with us by supporting one of our local restaurants. It's so good to support each other. And it's so good that you're able to join us today. We acknowledge that the land on which we meet today is part of the treaty lands and the territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. We recognize the importance of this land and pay our respects to the Anishinaabe and other First Nation, Inuit, and Métis, past, present, and future. And now we welcome Lauren Porter, jingle dress dancer from the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, to perform for us the Healing Dance. Thank you very much, Lauren Miigwech. Our theme tonight is resilience. It's defined as the process for adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, threats, or significant sources of stress. Mississauga has certainly showed its resilience over the last 2 years. We have weathered the storm facing this pandemic together and are finally seeing an end in sight. We are a resilient community, and those being honored tonight have shown throughout their lives a dedication through their work and volunteerism to making this a first-class city, and we are proud to recognize them tonight. We also want to thank you for all you have done to help your neighbors, family, and the community to survive this pandemic. We are on our way back. And now it gives me great pleasure to welcome Mayor Bonnie Crombie to say a few words on behalf of the city.
Hello everyone, Mayor Bonnie Crombie here from the great city of Mississauga, sending my best wishes to all the attendees at the Credit Awards, hosted by our very own Heritage Mississauga. I'd like to start off by recognizing the important work Heritage Mississauga does in our city by preserving the history and story of Mississauga for generations to come. I heard a quote once that reads, "People without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots." Heritage Mississauga is our city's roots. Having just celebrated their 60th anniversary, Heritage Mississauga creates a sustainable heritage resource that contributes to the cultural vibrancy of our city. And throughout the pandemic, they have been providing virtual programs to keep everyone connected, learn more about their community, and create a sense of place and pride during an extremely uncertain time. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything that you do. This year, the Credits will be honoring Heritage Heroes for the 9th year, and we'll be presenting 10 awards to community members who have displayed outstanding generosity, volunteerism, and fellowship by making our city a better place to live, work, and raise their families. If the pandemic has taught me anything, it's that I'm truly honored to be the mayor of this great city filled with so many generous and compassionate residents. Once again, I'd like to send my best wishes to everyone attending the Credits, and I send my sincerest congratulations to all the award recipients. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mayor Crombie. It's so good to have you join us as well. And now, folks, the moment that you have all been waiting for, our awards presentation 2021.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us virtually. It has been a difficult 20 months for all of us, and we're thankful that we're able to meet with you this evening and honor our 2021 Heritage Heroes. The Credits is an awards program like no other. It recognizes the good work of individuals and groups in support of heritage preservation, both tangible and intangible. It celebrates cultural heritage, volunteer contributions, achievements, philanthropy, community leaders, youth, natural heritage, Indigenous heritage, historical and modern heritage, and architectural development. In the last 8 years, we have been honored to recognize 135 members of our community. Tonight, I have the pleasure of presenting the Chairman's Awards, which are dedicated to community volunteers who give of their time and expertise selflessly to build a better, vibrant, and more inclusive city. Our first recipient is Maureen Ellis. Along with the contributions she made through her role with the city and the Mayor's Gala, after she retired, Maureen has volunteered her time and expertise on several organizations and committees. She joined the Trillium Hospital's fundraiser Laugh Out Loud. Her insight and guidance proved very valuable, helping to raise much-needed funds for our 3 hospitals in the city. She has also volunteered her time during the Ontario Seniors Games hosted in Mississauga and Community Foundation of Mississauga's Dancing with the Mississauga Stars, which supports several local organizations to enable them to enhance or carry on with their programs and services. Maureen engages the right people, builds strong relationships in the right way, delivering the right results. Congratulations, Maureen.
It is my sincere honor to be with you today to receive the Chairman's Award for 2021. I feel truly blessed to be recognized in such a significant manner. Mississauga has been my home from the day I was born. And like Dorothy said in The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home. Volunteering and working in Mississauga community has been my sincere privilege for over 50 years, and I've met many, many amazing people along the way. I feel honored to be in such great company. In my opinion, volunteers provide invaluable support and countless organizations for those in need throughout our community. With their commitment and dedication, they continue to support and strengthen the quality of life that we all enjoy in Mississauga today. Thank you to the Credits Chair Luz for this great honor, and many thanks to the nominating committee for making today a day for me and my family to remember. I will be sharing this award and explaining the significance with my grandchildren, with the hopes of inspiring them to also become a heritage hero and to carry on the family tradition of giving the precious gift of time to the place they too call home. Thank you.
Our second recipient is Patricia Hamill. Wherever there is a need in the community and a good cause, you will find one staple name around the table providing her guidance and support. Whether it is interim place, stars on the credit, dancing with the Mississauga Stars, and the list goes on. Patricia Hamill has always been a champion in helping raise funds and lending her time for the causes that help strengthen our city and the citizens who reside in it. Even through retirement, Pat has not stopped. She still sits around the table and contributes to the decision-making that helps better our city. Congratulations, Pat.
I am feeling so honored to receive the Chairman's Award. I just can't even describe it. When Jamie sent me an email about this award, I thought they had the wrong Pat, and I sent her back an email, and Jamie responded by saying no, they had the right pat and the reasons for the award. I was totally overwhelmed by this. It was described as my contribution to the city of Mississauga's community, but I really feel like I'm the lucky one. I've met so many wonderful people over the years, and who just really wanted to do what they could, and we've remained friends even today. And I just feel like I've received so much over the years. Also, I was very fortunate to work for a company in Mississauga who supported my efforts, Petro-Canada and Suncor. They were very supportive of my involvement with Interim Place and the Walk. They provided computers for the kids to use for their homework, and our truck drivers moved the women from the shelter to their new location. And a very special event for Community Foundation of Mississauga was their Dancing with the Stars event. We were looking for dancers, and I asked my boss if he would like to try it. And after about 6 weeks, he agreed, and for the first year. And that was very special. Oh, and he won. Actually won. And also, I'm involved with Stars on the Credit, and when they have it, and the Waterfront Festival, and a few others. I am so very grateful to those who were involved in the decision to award me this award. Thank you again. I am so honored.
Our third recipient is Manny Castellino. Manny is the epitome of an exceptional volunteer. He gives and gives without ever expecting anything in return. Service above self. He just believes it's the right thing to do. A member of Mississauga Central Lions Club, Manny was responsible for the development of the farmers market and did an exceptional job running it and raising much needed funds to support several community organizations and initiatives each year on behalf of the Lions Club. In addition, Manny always has the time, even if it meant putting his own interest or personal life aside, to take care of everyone else's needs. He frequently visits seniors and takes them to their appointments, making sure their needs are taken care of. Congratulations, Manny.
I would like to thank the chairman and members of the board for selecting me for this prestigious award. My work with the community of Mississauga has been a privilege and an honor, and to be recognized by my peers with this award is most encouraging. Once again, a big thank you.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us at this very special presentation of the credits. I am Douglas Hancock, President of Heritage Mississauga. It has been 2 years since we last got together to celebrate our heritage heroes. We miss gathering with you and celebrating the contributions of these important members of our community. The credits began in 2013, and it's been such an honor to recognize the contributions of so many who have preserved the heritage of Mississauga. And a special thanks to our sponsors. We are grateful for their faith in us and the work we do. It has been quite a journey. We look forward to 2022 when we can once again gather and welcome you to share in the festivities at the credits. Tonight, I have the pleasure of presenting the President's Awards, which are dedicated to honoring those who have given outstanding contributions to the community, giving their time to advocate, promote, and celebrate its milestones. Our first recipient is George Habib. George has given his time and energy to supporting so many causes in his community. When he was Director of Programs for Junior Achievement of Canada, he developed and implemented the Summer Enterprises program across 30 communities in Ontario, including Mississauga, for secondary and post-secondary students as summer employment and entrepreneurship training. In 1984, he started Junior Achievement in the Peel region and was the founding executive director. While he traveled a great deal, he remained active as a volunteer in baseball, consulting to the food bank, led the fundraising committee for Tender Years Co-op Nursery School, and as a parent volunteer in his children's school. He served as founding director for the Red Wagon program led by General Colin Powell, and served on the board of governors for the Children's Miracle Network, where he helped grow the Radiothon fundraising program, which raised millions for children's hospitals across North America. He is currently the CEO for Lung Health Foundation that benefits children and adults, as well as lung health professionals in Mississauga. Congratulations, George.
Thank you so much to Heritage Mississauga and my nominator, Luz Del Rosario, for nominating me for the President's Award. It's such an honor, and very humbled with this award. As I was coming in here, I was just thinking about the foundations of Mississauga when it started, and I moved here in 1977 in a much different place at that time. Mississauga grew up pretty dramatically, but it wasn't without the support and foresight of our civic leaders, of our business leaders, of our public leaders, our education system, and in particularly our volunteers and those organizations that volunteered, or staff that volunteered their time to be able to work with our children and within the community to be able to help Mississauga grow into a larger family that it is today. I'm so honored. My time in Mississauga was spent working with youth predominantly, and building on the Junior Achievement Organization and business education, working in the community in sports, especially baseball, and working on youth committees, in particular the Mayor's Youth Council. And so I didn't think at that time, that the work was mandatory at all, but it seemed necessary to be able to give my time, talent, to be able to help this city grow dramatically, but in particular to watch the children in the city grow. Also, I wouldn't be here without the support of my family. My family has always been dedicated to giving back. Our sons are teachers. My wife is involved in the school board, quite dramatically involved, and previously involved in the community, in the schools and other parts of the community. So we're used to giving and not thinking about receiving. So this is a very humbling honor and an award that I'm delighted to receive, not just for me or my family, but all those volunteers that gave time and energy to helping our city grow and evolve into one of the leading cities in this country and in North America. Thank you so much.
Our second recipient of the President Award is Ross Noel. A few years ago, a curiosity about a historic building in Port Credit led to a lengthy discussion with one of our directors about the past owners and their connection to the stone hooking industry. After a journey through the story, the gentleman noted he had a business idea, a craft brewery branded as Stone Hooker, celebrating the history of the families and the industry, and he left noting he needed to learn more. About a year later, a sign was put up on a building on the lakeshore announcing Stone Hooker Brewery. The small business grew quickly with expansion, picnic tables, a performance stage, and the dream first noted on a curiosity visit to an old home had indeed become a reality. Born out of a love of our history, this little brewery continues to grow. Ross Noel has created a thriving business while keeping that little-known story alive in our hearts. Congratulations, Ross.
This award is a delightful surprise to me, having not been much of a history student in high school and learning over time to appreciate it so much more, as so many of us do when we get older and we travel and we explore. Moving back to Mississauga 15 years ago, I didn't realize what a hold the city would have on me and how enthralled I would be to learn of such an important chapter of Canadian history that took place right here on the shores of Lake Ontario in Mississauga. So much has changed in our way of life over the span of 3 lifetimes. Untold stories of those times have faded away with each generation, underscoring the importance of our local history, who was here, how they lived, and how they managed to survive doing work that we can only begin to imagine. Considering life without many of the things we take for granted now, we can start to appreciate the challenges and the hardships and the simplicity of the times back then. That's our heritage, something we need to share, and it's been intriguing to learn the story of hardworking stonehookers and their legacy in Port Credit. And it's a real privilege to capture this in our brand and share it with all who take an interest. I'm honored to accept this award and proud to live in this village and this great city. Thank you to everyone at Heritage Mississauga for your dedication and for this recognition. We know that promoting an understanding of our past is essential to the fabric of our city now and in the future. Much appreciated.
Good evening. I am Rob Claus, Treasurer of Heritage Mississauga. Welcome to this, our 9th presentation of the credits. Last year, we honored our frontline workers, those who supported us, putting their own lives on the line to ensure that we had what we needed each and every day. Thank you for continuing to be there, providing us with healthcare, fire, and emergency response, food, retail, and community services over the last 10 months. We appreciate all you do to support our community. Tonight, I have the pleasure of presenting the Heritage Champion Awards, presented to an elected government official or a member of provincial or municipal staff who has championed the cause of heritage and who has gone above and beyond their normal duties to support and promote heritage programs. Our first recipient is Larry Petavello. As the former director of the City of Mississauga's Economic Development Office, Larry was instrumental in helping grow the city's economic strength, but beyond his role and now in retirement, Larry continues to provide his expertise, guidance, and time to a number of community causes, one of them being Safe City Mississauga. In every capacity, Larry continues to build strong relationships and has always held the best interest of Mississauga and its citizens as a top priority. He has always selflessly given of his time and expertise to ensure that we have a city where citizens can successfully thrive and feel comfortable in knowing that they live in the best city in the world.
I'd like to thank Heritage Mississauga and the Credits Awards Committee for presenting this award to me. I must say that I'm humbled to be the recipient of this award, as I know there are many other people in the Mississauga community who deserve such a prestigious award. I would also like to thank Heritage Mississauga's board, staff, and volunteers for the very important work they do in preserving, protecting, and promoting Mississauga's rich history. As one of Canada's most modern and fastest growing cities, it is important to recognize our distinct past. Heritage Mississauga is to be commended for the important work they do in reminding us of our history and in preserving our past for future generations. Once again, thank you for this great honor.
Our second recipient of the Heritage Champion Award is Mario Pascucci. Mario Pascucci, trustee for Mississauga Wards 1 and 3, has served the Dufferin Peel Catholic District School Board for over 30 years. He served as chair of the board in 2008 to 2009 and in 2011 to 2014. Mario Pascucci is the longest serving trustee on the school board. Pascucci has also given of his volunteer time as chair of the Mississauga Library Board for 3 years and has served as co-chair for the John Cabot Secondary School Council. Mario always tries to achieve equality and efficiency in schools. He works to ensure that the schools maintain and deliver the best Catholic education possible. Congratulations, Mario.
Hello, my name is Mario Pascucci, trustee for the Dufferin Peel Catholic District School Board in Mississauga Wards 1 and 3. Thank you for the Heritage Champion Award. I appreciate the opportunity to receive this award and humbly say thank you again. I truly believe that history is made, but it must be recorded for future generations. Thank you, Heritage Mississauga, for doing so. So may God bless you, and thank you again. I appreciate it.
Good evening. My name is Greg Carraro, and I'm Vice President of Heritage Mississauga. Through our work at Heritage Mississauga, we partner with groups and individuals throughout the year to develop programs that support our mandate to research, record, and celebrate our community heritage. Our partners are more like family, and over decades of working together, we have ensured that the heritage of Mississauga is prepared for future generations. Tonight, I have the pleasure of presenting the Heritage Business Leader Award. presented to an individual, business, or business leader whom has shown vision and a commitment to preserving heritage, demonstrating leadership, furthering heritage values, and fostering a sense of place and pride in our community. Our 2021 recipients are Gabriella and Sandor Bank of Sandborg Productions, one of those special partners who have gone above and beyond to ensure our heritage story is preserved. Committed to sharing their community, they have supported numerous organizations all over the city capturing their events, recording milestones, ensuring that memories are recorded. You can find them at Mississauga Waterfront Festival, Paint the Town Red, Legends Row, The Credits, Engagement in Bradley, and so many more events in the city. Gabby and Sandor have been at the center of Heritage Mississauga's extensive video productions for the last 9 years. They devote themselves to the story, working with us to produce a moving record of important heritage moments that have occurred over time in the city. Each production is a labor of love. We are extremely grateful for their partnership in telling the unique stories of Mississauga. Congratulations, Gabby and Sandor.
Wow, we are so surprised and honored. In the past 20 years, beside our corporate work, by chance, we became involved in many community projects by documenting them and by pioneering sharing it on the emerging social media. We love working on heritage projects, and we are amazed by the team's knowledge and enthusiasm. We learned so much on our journey together. To get this award is truly amazing. Thank you, Heritage Mississauga. Your work is inspiring us. Thank you.
Working with Heritage Mississauga is great joy and a big honor for us. Thank you very much for the award.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Faith Rivers. I am a director of Heritage Mississauga and a member of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. It is my pleasure to present the Mississaugas of the Credit Cultural and Heritage Award, presented to a member from any community who has demonstrated a commitment and awareness and preservation to the Mississaugas of the Credit culture, traditions, community, and heritage. The 2021 recipient is Carolyn King. For over 30 years, Carolyn has been an ambassador for her people. She has made a lifelong commitment to help people develop a better understanding of Indigenous, First Nations people of Canada. A descendant of the Mississaugas of the Credit through her grandmother's line of the Tobico family, Carolyn has a special connection to the traditional territory of her people. Carolyn has supported Heritage Mississauga on numerous projects over the last 18 years, including Manjitowin, 2005, and 2010, The Gathering. As part of the organization's Indigenous Programs Committee, organizing and presenting workshops, teaching events, consulting on published material, including comics and booklets, and our 1812 commemoration video project. Throughout her work across the traditional territory, she came across little to reflect that the First Nations people were here and still are here. She developed the Moccasin Identifier project to ensure they were not forgotten. The project provides an education program for schools and groups and stencils of the nation that lived within the territory that are used to paint moccasins on the ground, showcasing the footsteps of the First Nations people. Carolyn is committed to bringing awareness and preservation of the Mississauga culture, traditions, and heritage. Congratulations, Carolyn. Chimigwech.
Ani, I'm Carolyn King. I'm a member and resident at the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, and I'd like to take this opportunity to say Chimigwech, or big thank you to the Mississauga Heritage for this award and for honoring me in this way. Chimigwech. There's a few things in my that I'm doing in my life that is my goal to have people understand who the Indigenous people are of this country, and that one of those major projects I work on is called the Moccasin Identifier. And it's an educational and awareness program that we target the schools mainly, and that they research whose land their school is built on, near, or what treaty area. And the little kit that we have put together will help them do that. And one of the things we ask them to do is to stencil a moccasin on the ground near their school or on their sidewalk, and that they'll be reminded about whose land they're on. And I said, I have a dream too, that in the next decade, we'll have stencils all over Ontario, and people will be reminded about whose land they're on.
It is my pleasure tonight to present the final award of the event, the 2021 Lifetime Achievement Award. Presented to an individual who has contributed 20 plus years to preserving and promoting Mississauga's heritage, and whose leadership, initiative, and commitment has resulted in an increased awareness of community heritage and an inspiration to others. Our 2021 recipient is our former president, Barbara O'Neill. An integral part of Heritage Mississauga for 20 years, Barbara is a selfless advocate of the heritage of the city and the Mississauga of the Credit. She has tirelessly dedicated her time to Heritage Mississauga, both as a member of our board and as a supporter of our many programs and events. Barbara was even known to don 19th century gowns in support of Thompson's Company, our War of 1812 Living History Group. She participated in all of our events like Haunted Mississauga, the Credits, and Caroling at the Grange, as well as community events like Carasaga, anniversary celebrations, and workshops, meeting guests and sharing her enthusiasm for what we do. As president of Heritage Mississauga, Barbara oversaw the transition of this organization from a small, little-known historical foundation to a trusted, ubiquitous source for all things heritage in this great city. Barbara has been a passionate, dedicated, and dynamic champion of all that we do. Congratulations, Barbara. This is so truly deserved.
Thank you very much. I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to contribute to Heritage Mississauga's growth over the last 20 years. As a board director and recent president, it was my privilege to participate in diversification of the board and membership, development of our strategic business and financial planning process, major expansion of our annual budget and fundraising capabilities, and enhancement of our reputation as a respected community partner. Even though I'm no longer a Mississauga resident, I continue to follow Heritage Mississauga's activities with keen interest. My congratulations to the staff and the board for the phenomenal virtual programming you've developed over the last 20 months. From YouTube Ask a Historian presentations to recently launched Heritage Bites podcasts, to online publications including new heritage comic books, to interactive events, you've demonstrated tremendous adaptivity and creativity. To anyone watching who isn't yet involved with Heritage Mississauga on a regular basis, this is one of the very best charitable organizations in the province, and I highly recommend you inquire about volunteering here. Not only can you make a positive contribution to your community, you can learn things you would otherwise never know about local history and culture, meet lots of friendly heritage-minded people, and acquire new skills. Thank you again to the board, staff, and membership of Heritage Mississauga for this Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm honored to receive it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up another year. I look forward to 2022 when all of us can gather together, be in one room, shake hands, give hugs, be on stage, and just have a wonderful time together as we celebrate the wonderful achievements of our Mississauga heritage heroes. We will launch our nomination process during Heritage Week in February, so please, I hope you will consider nominating a heritage hero in your community. My name is Jake Deere. I'm blessed to be on this committee for the credits and honored to be a board member of Heritage Mississauga and a proud citizen of the great city of Mississauga. Have a wonderful evening. Be safe, be healthy, look after yourselves and each other. God bless you all.